All right, here's something I thought I'd share. So I went all the way to Lake Elsinore, Northern California. I live in Central Oregon, so make that whole trip. I get home, unload, everything's great. The next day, I go to 1.25 miles from my house to the dump station to dump the trailer. And when I get back, I smell rubber, like somebody did a burnout. So this hanger right here, it's just sitting in there because I got it jacked up. This completely ripped out. This was hanging upside down here. It was hanging down like this. So this tire was leaning over there and just burned right through there. And you can see up there on that one, it's got a piece of sheet metal in there. That one did it years ago. I always thought that I had a blowout, and then it ripped my suspension off when this happened on the front one. You can see here, right there, that there's a doubler added on that to go up along the frame. I was on a vacation, sitting on the side of the freeway. A roadside service guy came out and had a truck with a welder and all that. We got jacked up and got that back together. Put the spare on, went to town, bought all new tires for the trailer, upgraded the tires to a heavier ply. But now I'm suspicious, since this one came off, maybe that hanger came off first, and then the tire was rubbing on the fender and then blew? No, probably not. Because this is from going 1.25 miles from my house, and that I was running down the freeway at 75 miles an hour. So if the hanger had gone first, this probably would have been a lot worse up there. So maybe the tire did blow first. Anyway, so the way I got straps on there, I'm gonna do that now. So I got this sanded. I wish I started the camera before I put this up in there so you could see. I really don't want to take it back down, but this is completely out of the bottom of the frame. There's a hole in the bottom of the frame. It's flush on this side, and on the other side, it hangs out a little bit. Right, like that. See how it sticks out? So you can kind of see right here, right there, you see that crack there? That's from sanding it and everything. So I'm gonna weld that back together the way it is, and then I'm gonna put a doubler like I have on that front one right up on this side, and on the inside I'll put a piece going up the frame that welds to the top of this right there to hold that back on there. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna go to every one of my hangers, inspect them really well, and probably put a strap on every one of them. So I'll take some of this 2-inch flat bar that I got right here, and I'll cut some pieces of that to use for the strap. And that's radiused on the top on this one, so that I don't create hard points in the frame. So the point to me sharing this would be, get under your trailers, inspect them really well. You never know, this can really ruin a trip, which I've experienced. Could leave you stranded, or worse, cause a wreck, someone get hurt. So Get under there and check out your spring hangers. You never know what'll happen. Luckily, I'm a welder, so I can fix that. This could be detrimental to someone who doesn't know how to repair something like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work on this. Thought I'd share, and I hope this is helpful. Okay, so I put a strap on here like this. You can see there's a strap in there, strap in there on that one, and then I started looking at it, and I was thinking, you see that green angle going across there? Well, those shackles hang down a ways, and I started thinking, you know, when you turn a tandem trailer, how those tires will scrub. You'll have one of the tires looks like it's going to rip off of there when you're on hard pack asphalt or something like that, and you turn really sharp trying to back into a spot. Well, you got all that leverage because that thing's hanging down, you know, 5-6 inches, and it's a 6-inch frame, so that's a lot of leverage on that thing. I was thinking that, you know, that's probably a big part of the failure back there. So I thought, I'll take that angle there and I'll weld that across so it ties both sides together. So up above there is frames like this one. It's got this 1.5 by 1.5 tube going across. There's two right here just for the spare tire, but up in that area on this back one, it just has one of those. So by having this down below, I've created a big box going across. So that should help it work together. Plus it has the straps on the outside. And that one was cracked. You know, that was the one that fell off. And then when I went around and started examining all the rest to go ahead and strap them all, this one was cracked, so it was going to do it next. And then up on the forward one, it has a frame piece like this, which really is not the correct design. Ow! Hurt my knee there. See how this comes down and it stops right here? Well, this really should come to the bottom, because any force that this frame has, it's twisting like this, it's pushing on the web of the tube, which is the weak spot. The strength is right here. So that forward one on that side, which of course is where all the water tanks are and propane lines and electrical, a whole bunch of stuff in the way, the frame was all cracked out right in there, all around that, like this thing was trying to punch itself through the frame. So I got in there and I welded all the cracks up, and then I made a doubler that went over the whole thing, and then welded that one and tied this into the spring hanger that was right below it, all with that doubler. So it'll be 10 times stronger than it used to be. Still not the greatest design, and I think I might have just saw another crack. I did. See if it'll focus. Look at there. See how that one's cracked going across there? Great. So I'm not done with this job, so I gotta weld another one. So I have to fix that crack, and then I really need to make some little tiny gussets. Gotta get the light to work right. Make some little gussets at the very least that'll go from here down to here to help prevent that. So that sucks. I thought my job was done, but apparently not. Okay, well, yeah, lesson to be learned here. Be sure to examine your trailer spring hangers really close. Never overloaded this thing. It's supposed to be rated at 12,000 pounds. Even when the General's in there, that doesn't put it overweight. So it weighs, I had 8,300 pounds on this thing with water in it. So the old girl's getting tired. That's 17 years of being pulled down the road. I bought this thing of March. You can see there, got the strap on this side. I still have to fix this inner liner. If I was to drive this down the road right now, I'd be spraying water up inside there. That's the step inside where my interior is. So I gotta fix this. When the suspension broke off the front years ago, I took a piece of tin and put in there and siliconed and screwed it. So now that I've got two, I might look into seeing if I could just get a brand new one of those and replace the whole thing, if it's something that's still available. If not, I'll have to do something like that, maybe a little nicer. Anyway, I'd share the importance of looking underneath your trailer before you wind up on the side of the road, because trust me, it is no fun when you're going on a vacation and you're laying on the side of the freeway in your vacation clothes and having to weld your spring hanger back on. So, alright, I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one.